everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you guys are new here. My name is Cassandra. I'm the witch, the spiritualist, the founder and creator of Magic of Eden. I'm also a published author, writer, and poet, here to help you reclaim your divinity through merging the arts of poetry and magic. And if you guys are returning, hey family, I'm super excited to be back with you guys again for another Pick a Deck reading. This is going to be a timeless Pick a Deck reading that I was inspired to do. And this message is again timeless, and it serves as a message from your guides to let you know what wisdom they have for you right now and forevermore, or however long you may need it. So, having said that, I want to go ahead and get started with a quick prayer. Thank you so much, Divine, for allowing us to fellowship together in this space. Thank you so much for your protection, your benevolent love, light, and protection over us right now as we embark on this immersive reading. Thank you so much for protecting my space and those around me. May this message be timeless, and that the people who need to hear these messages, that they take what resonates and that they discard what does not. Allow this message to be warm, loving, gentle, and however it is that is needed for them, that they receive it in that way, and that it serves their highest and their greatest good. Thank you for the opportunity for me to come on here and be the vessel that relays any messages that my soul tribe needs. Allow it to take us home and allow it to serve our highest best. Asheo. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the reading, of course. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to allow you guys to choose your deck. Remember to breathe in deeply and to really choose the deck that you are intuitively called to. Some of you guys may not be called to choose anything. Some of you guys may want to just be open to the messages or pick all 3 or maybe 2 and or maybe 1. Just choose what resonates. All right, you guys. So first and foremost, you may hear noise in the background because I do have 4 beautiful children and they get excited and they like to run around and things like that. So please excuse any noise in my background. Also, it sounds like the neighbors are playing loud music, so I'll do my best to edit that out of the video. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move these cards over to the side. That way we can get started with your reading. If you chose deck number 1. Now, if you chose this raw clear quartz, this is your message, and this is what your guides have for you today. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I love how raw it is. It's super amazing. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and put your crystal right there. And I've already got some cards pre-pulled. So this is going to be a quick message, I'm thinking, because I am not going to pull the tarot cards raw. Your tarot cards are already here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip your decks over. The first thing that I do want to say is that for pile number 1, it just kind of feels like when I was shuffling the cards, I did feel some type of like hesitancy. And I don't know why I feel like it was like hesitancy. Like the cards kept wanting to come out, but then they didn't. And it was just like, wow, like I was wondering like why, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys are in a space in your life where you're feeling kind of hesitant, like you want to do something, but then you're not sure. It's like almost, but Spirit is saying that almost does not count. It's one of those things where it's like, it almost didn't hurt, but it did. And I don't know why that metaphor is coming through, but there's a sense of hesitancy. So let's go ahead and pull your cards over. As I stated, you guys already do have your oracle cards here, but I'm going to turn that over and we're going to start with your oracle cards. I'm sorry, your tarot cards, excuse me. So we have the King of Cups that's in reverse here for your first card. And then we have let's see, you have the Temperance card here. Okay. Let me move this out of the way real quick. And then you have the Queen of Wands in reverse here. Yep. I can see why there's hesitancy. And then we also have the Hermit here. Okay, so with these cards, what I feel like, I don't know why I just heard Spirit say there's something that needs to be put on pause or there's something that needs to be withheld right now. And it's almost kind of drawing me to this energy where there needs to be this, what is the word? Like rebalancing or like recalibration. And Spirit is asking for some of you guys to withhold your energy and to really go into a space of quiet. For some of you guys, there's been a lot of distractions, a lot of noise going on in your background, maybe, or like a lot of noise just in your everyday life. And for whatever reason, it's almost kind of making you hesitant because some of you guys cannot some of you guys are not clear headed, or some of you guys are not in a space where you can make sound decisions and things of that nature. But deeper than that, it's not just about choosing, it's also about just simply recentering yourself because there's so many things that are pulling your attention. I don't know why I'm hearing that some of you guys may feel exposed, or some of you guys feel like what you're trying to keep sacred is spilling over or is being looked at too much. I don't know why that's coming through, but there's this need to kind of go within, but to also allow yourself to be in a space of peace. When you guys go into this space of peace, what Spirit is saying is that it is wise for you not to be overly critical, but to really just allow things to show their face and allow yourself to see them for what they are versus you being harshly critical on these things. Spirit is asking some of you guys to refrain from judging yourselves so harshly for the journey that you're on and for what's going on. Some of you guys, what Spirit is saying is that some of you guys played a role in something, but it wasn't like you guys were doing it intentionally. Spirit is asking you to forgive yourself, and Spirit is also asking you to go into a space where you can allow yourself to forgive others as well. I don't know why that's coming through with that, but I'm going to trust it. There seems to have been, for some of you guys, this emotional upheaval or this tumultuous energy when it comes to your emotional bodies, and it could be because of situations with people, or it could be because of something that just keeps you straight away from taking care of your emotional body. There's this type of emotional instability, and right now what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is a tidal wave, or this really huge wave or tsunami wave where it just feels really unstable and scary. Some of you guys are working with tumultuous waters, or this tumultuous energy that keeps the waters within you stirred up. There's something that's going around there that's going on in your everyday reality that's keeping you from staying centered, that's keeping you from staying tranquil. And Spirit is asking that you go into this quiet place to retreat so that you can allow yourself to come back to a balance. Things do kind of seem out of balance here, but what Spirit is also saying is that the reason why there's this major disruption is because there's something that you could be doing spiritually that you are not doing. I don't know why this is coming out this way, but there's seems to be some type of spiritual consequence for a lack of doing something. Now, this is not me trying to come down hard on you guys, and I'm not judging you. I'm letting you know what the messages are. And the encouraging message is that there's a part of you that Spirit wants you to tap back into, but the way that you do that is by allowing yourself to immerse yourself in this wisdom through meditation, through some type of spiritual practice that brings you again back into alignment. What I'm hearing right now is the word emergence. So there's a part of you that is emerging, but the way that you do that is through taking your time and really sitting in a space of quiet so that you can hear the messages that Spirit has been trying to give you. I just heard the word ignorant and also ignoring. It's one of these, I just heard that for some of you guys, you have been ignoring the call. Spirit is saying that it's time for you to pick up the phone. There's this energy where you guys are showing up or being asked to show up in a more spiritual light, in a more wise way. And I'm also hearing the words trust yourself. Like for some of you guys or whoever picked number one, this is your time to really reflect and to go into this internal space in the void in which all things exist and all things are possible for you. The way that you do so, again, is through meditation and being in a space of quiet and allowing yourself to really just kind of turn down the noise and turn down this. I don't know why Spirit is saying, but to like turn down the furnace and to make sure that when you do go into this space, that you allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to be honest with yourself about what's been going on, your contribution to whatever this is, so that you guys can move forward with peace, with clarity, with love, with high vibrations, and all things divine. That's the message that's coming through right now. You may have found yourself in a situation where you were with someone or you encountered someone who just for some of you guys, it almost kind of feels like they brought the worst out of you. For others of you, it's you who may have like brought the worst out of them, or there were some things that were revealed that came as a shock for some people. For others of you, it's just one of those things where meditation, being in a quiet space, being in a safe space is very vital and important for your spiritual hygiene and self growth and spiritual well being. So that's something that's coming through. Spirit is asking you right now to take a moment to, or when you can, take a moment to study the Temperance card. There's something that Spirit is asking you to alchemize and to transmute into something that is high vibrational, because it is a part of your mission or your divine mission here on earth in order to take this energy that was unfavorable and turn it into something that is gold. So there's something very significant about that. You may want to study alchemy and things of that nature. And also, I don't know why I'm hearing the word chemistry is coming through. Some of you guys want to get back into the sciences and get back into the real science, if that makes sense. The real science of things, but like a spiritual science. That's the way Spirit is saying it. It's almost kind of like undergoing these studies and seeing how your world right around you is playing out, or how how your internal spiritual space is playing out into your everyday reality, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and move these to the side and turn your cards over to see what's going on. And it says here, radiate self-compassion. And it says to court the divine feminine. I really do love that for you guys. And then Nightingale spirit, love is all around. And then you have Badger spirit, be fearless and bold, which is so funny because Honey Badger don't give a shit, right? I don't know if you guys see that. I don't know if you guys seen that video like years ago, but that was funny. If you know, you know, right? All right. And then it says, Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Okay. And then you also have here, Goddess of Knowledge. Start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. And then Angel of Manifestation here, your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. Okay. And last message here is Angel of Soul Love. Time to look at how you value yourself, issues of self love. Now, this here is bringing me to to the Queen of Wands in reverse. There is an energy of you taking a moment and taking the time to really reflect on how you contributed to your own lack of self-love and self-worth, and the Spirit is asking you to go to this space of quietness, of gentleness, in order to bring those things back out. I do feel that Spirit is wanting you to work with the energy and not against it, and you learning how to allow this energy to flow in your life without you having any control. And I do feel that that is truth for some of you guys. Also, there's something about going against the ordinary or going against the routine, and you allowing yourself to trust yourself enough to be not just bold and fearless, but be bold and fearless in a way that is just, for some of you, that is gentle, that is just simply, I don't know why the way it's coming out is gentle domination. It's almost kind of like you guys are owning the role or owning the show, but the way that you do that is by allowing yourself to be seen as someone who is easygoing. There's a different aspect of yourself that Spirit is saying wants to be revealed, or that Spirit wants you to reveal. And that's the message that is coming out from your guys right now. I do feel that, again, there's a message about compassion and not being overly critical. For some of you guys, you may want to check your Chiron, and you want to check to see what's in your Virgo. There's something about Virgo energy coming through and harsh criticisms coming through. I think that I can feel that Spirit is wanting you to refrain from being so hard on yourself and so overly critical. There's this overly critical energy that's radiating from this reading. I do not know why, but I'm going to trust that. I do feel that with the honey badger, it's so interesting because it brought me back to the video that that's on YouTube, like that was on YouTube like years ago. I'm pretty sure it's still there, where the honey badger just doesn't give a shit. Like, this is a bad boy. This is a beast of an animal, where it's like, the funny thing about the badger is that it may get itself into trouble, but it's very resilient. It's, you know what, I'm gonna go after this snake because I could just do that. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, damn, like, you don't wanna chill? And Honey Badger's like, nope, I ain't chilling nothing. Like, I'm gonna keep going. And that's one thing that I do love about the Honey Badger spirit. But at the same time, I'm not seeing you guys tap into the reckless aspect. It's more so making a bold statement by just simply being free and being flowing and just allow yourself to flow and whatnot. And also, again, there's this energy of you working with the energy, not against it. So this means not allowing yourself to try to be in control of things because you can see and because you're trying to calculate things, but allowing yourself to work with the energy. And that is your superpower. Your superpower is you being able to work with and flow with the energy that is being presented to you, and knowing what strengths and weaknesses this thing or this person has, and you being able to hone in on that and be practical about bringing a solution to the issue. For example, if someone that you know has the gift of gab, you can use that by saying, okay, I know that this person has a gift of gab. I know this person is persuasive. I know that this person can, do this. What you can do is you can use that and say, okay, you know what? Let me allow this person to talk and whatnot. And I can kind of weave through that in order to see what it is that this person is truly trying to say. Or maybe let's just say that someone you know may be really good at practical skills and they are someone who really just doesn't know how to be very vulnerable. What you can do is you can say, well, you know what? I know that this person is outstanding when it comes to their practical skills. How about I ask them, what do they think the solution is? And then I go in with what I can do in order to see how we can meet down the middle. So this is all about you being able to find the middle way by looking around you and seeing what the strengths are and what the weaknesses are, but not just within the other person or other thing, but also within yourself. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And how can I find balance in order to help the situation move along? And I really do feel that for you guys. The way that you guys are going to be manifesting is with ease, as long as you allow yourself to not try to control certain outcomes, situations, and things of that nature. Again, being soft with yourself, being gentle with yourself, being graceful with yourself to ensure that what you are doing does yield long lasting results. There's a wisdom that you have that you may not have been applying, and spirit is asking you to do so. It's time for you to level up. And the way that you level up is by allowing yourself to showcase what you have learned along the way. Some of you guys have, I just heard the word 10 years. You guys have like 10 years worth of knowledge and wisdom that spirit is asking you to apply. There's one thing to have it within the headspace or within the mind, but what good is it if you're not applying it? Spirit is asking you to apply what you've known. And also, there is no need, what spirit is saying, to seek validation from anyone. There's no need to seek approval. There's no need to see if you're doing it right. Spirit is asking you to just do it because this is how you lead. Okay? All right. Now, it does say court the divine feminine. Even though the high priestess is not here, I do feel the presence of the high priestess. This is you allowing yourself to really walk with the divine feminine. Some of you guys were in spaces where you were very masculine at one point, and spirit is asking you to just simply allow yourself to be, or yeah, be more in alignment with this divine feminine aspect of yourself. Some of you guys may have been seeing the number 13 a lot, and or some of you guys may have been seeing 222. This is all about alignment. For some of you guys, it may have been 333. So I do feel. Oh, and I'm also hearing the word Venus or Venusian. Some of you guys may want to look into that planet, planet Venus, and you also want to look into Jupiter. There's something about hawthorn berries coming through, and I just heard hibiscus, and I also just heard honeysuckle. Those are three things that are coming through for you as well. You may want to look into those, the symbolism of that, and you may want to incorporate those flowers into your rituals if you are into witchcraft and magic. Okay? Now, I love you guys very, very much. Thank you guys for tuning into this reading. And if you guys need anything from me, you guys can visit me online at magicofeden.com. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, if you chose deck number 2, this is your reading, and I'm super excited to be doing this for you today. If you guys chose this beautiful blue crystal that I have no idea what the name is, then this is your reading. And for whatever reason, this is bringing me to water, like water vibes and like the beach for whatever reason. and like bodies of water. I don't know why this is bringing these like bodies of water for whatever reason. And healing through water. I don't know why that's coming through, like water magic or like water witchcraft. There's something about mirrors coming through and like taking a mirror and putting it into a bowl of water. And I just heard the word enchantment. I don't know what that's about, but there's something very strong and significant about water with this crystal. So we're going to put it here, and we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards. So let's go ahead and move that to the side. Now we have the devil in reverse here, some type of freedom. I love that. Devil in reverse. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. We have it in reverse here. We have the Nine of Swords here. And we also have the Strength card. Yep. This feels really intense for the most part. It really does feel very, very intense. And yes, there is I just heard something about ritual and doing a ritual with water. I cannot escape that. Now, the energy that I'm hearing right now is that spirit is encouraging you right now to keep hold of to keep hold to your spirituality and to really make sure that you are keeping up with your spiritual hygiene. And the reason is because there are so many different things that are being lifted right now. And the way that you lift this burden or what feels like a curse, the way that you lift that is by allowing yourselves to submerge in water. There is something very significant about allowing yourself to submerge in water. There's something that has felt very unfortunate, very daunting, and like, I don't know if you guys are thinking that someone hexed you or there was a curse put on you. There's something coming through about you can't stop thinking about or you can't stop obsessing about the things that are going wrong. And the encouraging message that spirit has for you is that I'm hearing that spirit has its hands on you. There's a spirit team of what I'm hearing of angels that are surrounding you right now and that have been surrounding you, and they want to take you to the water. Like they want to take you to the water so that you can become cleansed, because there's some type of filth that you guys may have on you, and that's exactly what's hindering you from growth. That's what's hindering you from reaching the space of this high vibrational space. There's something that you keep thinking about in the back of your mind. It is there and it has its hold on you, but spirit, for whatever reason, or your spirit team have listened to your call and are trying to help to deliver you. Now, you guys, I don't want this to sound like a very biblical thing because I know that it does. Now, you can take this as literal, like you having a literal spirit team of angels and interdimensional beings, things like that. Or you can take this as symbolic as your spirit team being different variations of yourself or different archetypes of yourself helping you. The ones that exist within the realms of your mind and leading you to freedom, if that makes sense. And take it how it resonates, take it, apply it as it does. And I really do think that in spite of it all, Spirit is saying that this is not something that will hold you down forever. If you chose deck number 2, this space feels like a very big deal, which it is. Spirit is also letting you know that this is temporary and that at the end of the day, you are going to prevail. There's something about victory here or using, I just heard Archangel Michael. There's something about you writing a petition to let Archangel Michael know what you need help with so that that angel can come and help to smite and take away these things that are hindering you. There's something that you need, there's something about working with a white candle. There's like a working that needs to be done. And the reason for that is because there's something very daunting that is going on in your reality, again, that's keeping you in this space of despair, depression, or whatever. And I really do feel that there's the word that's coming through right now is deliverance. Now, for some of you guys, I actually am, if you chose deck number 2, I do have a Bible here that I'm going to be reading from. And the reason why I have a Bible is because I do hoodoo. That is a reason. Now, there's something very specific about if you guys do not have a Bible and you're practicing hoodoo, I don't know what you're practicing, but when you're practicing hoodoo, Bibles are needed 100%. Okay. Now there's something about Psalms 23 coming in, and I'm also going to be reading this out loud. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. There's something very significantly powerful about that, because it really does feel that some of you guys may have felt that you were under spiritual attack. And as long as you keep yourself rooted in your faith and rooted in the knowing that these weapons that are from against you shall not prosper, then you know that you have won victory over the evil that has been in your life. There's something about a fixing, there's something about a curse, there's something about a hex that you are breaking yourself away from. There's something very significant about that. Now, there's something else about Isaiah 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. So I do feel that these are scriptures, if you guys are into this, that you can use to draw in the power for yourself to smite the enemies that you feel are attacking you. Now, this could very well be something that exists within yourself that is hindering you from growth. This could be something that you have placed upon yourself, or a curse that you have placed upon yourself, saying that I cannot do this. Sometimes the weapons that we feel are attacking us is actually what we have created those weapons. We have weaponized our self-doubt. We have used our self-doubt as weapons that have kept us from growth, or that keep us from growth, and that keep us from thriving. And I do feel that Spirit is letting you know that now is the time for you to start to trust yourself and to take this power in as your own, in order to help deliver you from this space of lack, from this space of fear, from this space of doubts, because these are the enemies that some of you guys have created yourself, and these are the enemies that are literally outside of you. And Spirit is saying to return to your faith, to return to your spiritual practice, and know that no matter what, that you are delivered, that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. There is something very significant about you taking the moment to really reflect and to really read for some of you guys, it's to read a sacred text that keeps you in this headspace of divine protection. I really 100% believe that. There's something very significant about you guys reading the Bible and reading a sacred text that keeps you protected, that keeps you in alignment with where you are going, but also lifting you from whatever it is that is hurting you and hindering you, whether it be aspects of yourself, or whether this be literally other people that are causing friction, destruction, and lack of abundance in your life. Okay? It says honor the ending here for your oracle cards. It says submerge. This is interesting because it does say submerge. I love that 100%. Hummingbird, be here now. And I'm also going to turn on my ring light, you guys. Give me 1 second. And then it has be spirit, sweet results await. You do have sometimes life stings. You have the wasp spirit. And you have angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. I love that. And you also have Goddess of Sacred Power. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. I love this for you guys. Oh my goodness. Goddess of the Sacred Path, let go of logic and trust your intuition. For some of you guys, your sight was blinded. You may have felt that you were in a space of disempowerment, and Spirit is saying that you have the power of your tongue, or use the power of your tongue to bring salvation, or to breathe salvation back into yourself. And there's something very significant about you owning your power and you stepping into that, and not allowing anything to hold you back, and not allowing anything to triumph over you. There's something very significant about enemies, and about you allowing yourself to be in a space of love, of light, of high vibration, but also allowing yourself to purge what it is that is not serving you, to purge what it is that is trying to keep you into this space of limitation. There's something very significant and strong about dragon's blood, burdock root, black pepper, lemons, and chicory root. And frankincense. These are all things that you can use in a working for you to not only cleanse, but for you to purge and exercise the energy that is holding you back. Also, if you guys work with Archangel Michael, there's something about that angel that is coming through for you guys to petition to Archangel Michael to help you with the situation. Also, I do feel that if you guys don't work with angels directly, there's something about you taking it to God and petitioning to God or whatever you believe in, this higher aspect of yourself or the God that you believe in, and petitioning that your enemies be destroyed and returning that energy to sender. There's something very strongly significant about that, and you allowing yourself to just simply not be handicapped by the situation and not allow yourself to continue to be chained. I see curtains being lifted. I see you being, I see disenchantment happening. I do see you guys waking up from a dream, waking up from a lucid dream, waking up from a nightmare. I do see beautiful, positive things happening should you set forth that motion and should you speak it out loud and should you speak with the power of your tongue, the true power of your tongue. Also know that this is definitely a time for you to honor the ending. Now, this cleansing, now remember when I said earlier about you, there's something about you going to bodies of water? Well, the reason why Spirit said that was because that is symbolic for you purifying yourself and you taking a spiritual bath and you allowing yourself to be free from the impurities that are anchoring you into the space of filth. And that is what I'm feeling for you guys if you chose deck number 2. Okay? Now, I love you guys. I hope that this message helps. It is timeless, and I set the intention that you take what resonates and that you take or that you discard what does not. Remember that you can always take what has been said here as symbolic. You don't have to apply it in as literally, and or you can as long as you choose. Thank you guys for sharing space with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, if you guys chose deck number 3 or pile number 3, this is your reading. This is the beautiful carnelian that awaits you if you guys chose this. This feels very, I don't know why I just heard the word challenging, but like overcoming a challenge. It's so interesting because the reading for pile number 2 was just like crazy because I felt like this crazy, crazy energy. However, for this energy reading, it really does. I don't know why I'm hearing that it does feel promising. It feels very fortunate. It feels very, to me, it feels fun and vibrant and sexy. I don't know what it is, but it feels very fresh. It feels very fresh. I don't know what it is, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and see what your oracle, well, not your oracle, but your tarot cards are. Whoa! There's yes, you guys, come on now, come on now. I did not see these cards, by the way. I did not see these cards. I promise you, I did not see these cards. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles here, right? Let's move these to the side. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups reverse here. We have the Page of Cups, and we also do have the Sun card. Like I said, I'm super excited for you guys. Okay, so with you guys, I feel like Spirit is asking, it's letting you know, or your encouraging message, or the wisdom that Spirit is giving you right now is to, there's no need to be in a constant state of reflection. There's no need for you to continuously go back because Spirit is saying that you have done enough. It is time for you to enjoy yourself. There's an emphasis on you being able to express yourself and just know that you have done enough. You have done enough. Yes, you are going to go further. No, you are not in a space where you have to be complacent or content. It is important that you do enjoy where you are right now and just simply eat the fruits of the labor that you have accumulated or have accomplished, at least by far. There's something very warm that's coming through. It's like you guys have spent so much time with your heads down that now it's time for you to pick yourself up, to lift your heads up, to look up and see the beauty and the bright star that is shining upon you right now. Spirit is saying that there's something very significant about you allowing yourself to go out and enjoy because you have done enough. Some of you guys are extremely hard workers. Some of you guys have just been submerged under this water. And Spirit is asking you to come out and be joyous and to have fun, to be inquisitive, and to really ask yourself, what is it that I do feel for myself? What is it that I want to explore? What passion or part of myself do I want to explore and dive into now? And there's this sense of, you know what? I feel very optimistic. I don't have to constantly be in a space of pessimism. Spirit is asking for some of you guys to navigate or to move away from this space of pessimism and allow yourself to be optimistic, because you are right for being optimistic. This is a time of optimism, of newness, of rejuvenation, of love, of light, of healing, of all things divine for you. And I do feel that it's so funny because it's almost kind of like, if you guys, okay, so if you guys listened to deck number 2, this is part of what you would be coming out of. For those of you guys that chose deck number 3, maybe go back and listen to deck number 2 to see if there's anything that does resonate. If it doesn't, I do see that some of you guys are coming out of spaces where you felt like you were not enough. You felt that you weren't doing enough, that you felt that nothing was sufficient or enough around you. And I really do feel that Spirit is letting you know that this is not a time for you to wish of what could have been and to enjoy what is right now. There's a overarching message about being present and about being open and enjoying the process of where you are right now and your current reality. I do see a lot of things coming through about healing. There's something about, I don't know why I just heard the word bonfire. Like bonfire is coming through with this sun card here. Bonfire 100%. I just heard the word grouch. Spirit is saying, for some of you guys, don't be a grouch. You guys are almost there. Like, this is right around the corner, and Spirit is asking you to take a break. For some of you, Spirit is saying to take a break and enjoy yourself. Go have that slice of cake. Go have that cup of lemonade or whatever it is. Go have that piece of enjoyment. You do not have to overindulge. Spirit is asking you to savor the moment, to savor the taste, to savor the feeling, to take your time, and to also allow yourself to simply enjoy, because all the work that you put in, all that success is about to come in like now. I'm hearing within like the next couple of weeks for some of you guys, within the next year or two. I don't know the exact timing of it, but it does feel very promising. It does feel like it is around the corner. Spirit is asking you to simply there's something about sun gazing and also allowing the sun to heal you. Some of you guys do need vitamin D because there's a vitamin D deficiency that you guys have, or some of you may have. You may want to check your levels on that. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to eat in order to, get more vitamin D, but what I will say is that you can find vitamin D in natural sunlight. You can also look for vitamin D in other sources. If you guys are vegan, supplements and things of that nature, research different foods that have vitamin D in it. For those of you guys that are not vegan or not plant-based, you find your other sources of vitamin D. That is up to you. I'm not here to say or judge any of that. But what I am here to say is that this really does feel fun. It feels vibrant, and it does feel like Spirit is asking you to pick your head up and to remember to prioritize your emotional well-being, to prioritize your mental health by engaging in activities that make you feel warm, lighthearted, jovial, happy, and fulfilled. That is a way for you to bring healing to yourself. And also, there's something very amazing about this Page of Cups here. With the Page of Cups, this does feel like very young, or whatever this process is, it feels very young, even though it may have been something that you guys have been working on for quite some time. The essence of it does feel young, or you may be someone who appears to be young, or maybe you have just so much, or like a crazy work ethic. The Spirit is asking you, like, okay, can you come up now? Like, you've done enough. Like, you know what I mean? Some of you guys have had to prove yourself because people mistaken you as someone who was like the underdog, or someone who was just not seen as someone who was fully mature. But Spirit is saying that looks can be very deceiving. You have a very jovial energy to you, but that does not mean by a long shot that you do not have wisdom. That does not mean by a long shot that you are not wise. And so Spirit is asking you to just, it doesn't matter what people say, come out and enjoy yourself regardless. Allow yourself to be young forever, meaning that you are not growing old. You are evolving, but Spirit is asking you to also take your time and just enjoy life. Okay? Now, Spirit is asking you to focus. There is a focus here, right? And then you also do have call on courage. I love that. I love that. I just hear Spirit say don't. I just hear Spirit saying don't worry. Okay, Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. I'm so here for that. Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. You see what I'm saying? I just love this for you guys. Okay, angels of families. The angels surround both you and your family at the moment, okay? And then you also do have angel of abundance. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. With that sun card, it's some type of success about to hit for some of y'all. 100%. And then you have goddess of oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. Ooh, okay. I love that. Okay. So with your oracle cards, it kind of feels like spending time around loved ones, spending time around family, spending time around those that you care about can bring out the best in you. And I do feel that spirit is asking you to surround your people with the vibration of angels. Like that's what's coming through right now. I don't know why, but I'm going to trust it. I do feel that this is also spirit wanting you to know that it is okay for you to be courageous. It's okay for you to be confident. It's okay for you to start showing up and sharing yourself. For some of you guys, you've been very quiet. For some of you guys, there's a side to you that you're not used to showing. Spirit is asking you to show this more outgoing aspect of yourself and this more confident aspect of yourself. Remember that no matter what, to refrain from having a lack mindset, because that is exactly what's keeping you from greatness for some of you guys. There is enough to go around. There's no need to worry. There's no need to overwork because you feel or that you have this idea that if you don't work, you can't receive anything. Yes, there are some things that we have to do in this reality in order to bring in abundance, to bring in wealth 100%. At the same time, Spirit is asking you not to be so consumed with working that you are not enjoying yourself, because sometimes when you just take a step back and just enjoy yourself, that's you really diving deep and nurturing the divine feminine aspect so that you can receive. Also, you taking this time out to play, it's almost kind of like the vibe where when we were younger, how grandma or grandpa or grandparents or parents will be in the kitchen cooking, and the kids or us, what we do is we go in trying to sneak to see like when is dinner ready, and then they tell us, get your behind out this kitchen while I'm cooking, go mind your business. It's almost kind of like one of those things where spirit is like, get out of the kitchen. It's going to be ready when it's ready. Go have fun and allow the time to go to slip away, or allow yourself to transcend beyond time. There's something about transcending beyond time that allows you to be so fully immersed in what you're doing that the next thing you know, by the time you turn around, it's like, wow, it's here. And I can also enjoy this. So Spirit is saying for you to step out of the kitchen, go enjoy yourself so that you can enjoy what is being made and prepared for you. There's something very significant about you knowing that there is enough. There is no such thing as lack. Lack is an illusion. Lack is an illusion. That is something that we have subscribed to by those who put it in place for them to continuously capitalize off of us, our fear, and us being in a low vibrational mindset to where we feel that there is not enough. Spirit is letting you know that there is enough to go around. Do not fall into this idea that you have to overly work yourself to produce in order to gain something, right? There's something about minimalism coming through. You don't have to do too much. Spirit is letting you know that this is your call to work smarter, not harder, but to also just simply love yourself, love your friends, your family, and just enjoy the moment. That is what Spirit is letting you know right now for you guys. Something is coming from you for you. I do feel that there's something about the summer solstice coming through right now, or the spring equinox. There's something about that. There's something about flowers coming through, jasmine. I'm seeing hibiscus. I'm seeing like this garden, like this lush, beautiful, bountiful garden. I'm seeing grapes. I'm seeing papaya. There's something about that coming through, but these fruits, and I'm also hearing exotic fruit. I'm seeing smoothies. I don't know if this is spirit saying for you to change your diet, but to eat things that are lighter so that you can feel lighter. Spirit is asking you to step away from the potatoes, step away from things that are denser in energy, and eat things that are super electric so that you can raise your vibration and go higher and go further and go farther and last longer. Okay? So, I love this. Oh, one last message. If you guys were thinking about your relationship, I just heard the word relationship status. There's someone that is 100% thinking about you, that have your best interest at heart. Don't be surprised if you receive a message from them just saying, hey, Knock, knock, how you doing? I just heard something about a surprise visit. I don't know if you guys are down for that or like a surprise message, but don't be surprised if someone that you've had your eye on or that they've had their eye on you shows up and pops up. This is what Spirit is saying, a divine meeting. There's something about a collaboration or a coming together or an alignment that can help both of you guys prosper. So this is something that is least expected or someone that you least expect that has your best interest at heart. For others of you guys, you want to be careful. I just heard the word Pisces. Don't be gullible. No shade to Pisces, okay? Like, you want to make sure that you're embodying the mature aspect and that you're not allowing yourself to be gullible. Use your discernment and your intuition to know what is for you. You know what is for you. You know what is not, okay? At the same time, go out, have fun, go on a date. Wear less clothes if you want to, wear more clothes if you want to. Just show yourself, show your skin, show who you are, and have fun on your journey. Okay? Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate you. Don't forget to focus on the things that matter the most. Don't forget to focus on your energy and you improving your health and you focusing, and don't forget to focus on things that are going to bring you life and substance. Okay. Again, I love you guys and thank you for spending time with me here today. It has been fun. It has been amazing. If you guys need anything from me, you guys can visit me online at magicofeden.com. You guys can also walk home with me over at Magic of Eden Instagram, where I post readings and things of that nature. And I will see you all in my next video.